Well, welcome back, YouTubers. Back at you again with the mindset for wealth building, tip 24. Hope you're having a great day. Let me start off with my three little sayings: is health. I'm sorry, house and wealth comes from the father. Children do not save for the parents, but the parents for the children. A father leaves a good father. Good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And so that's the mindset that we got to have. And remember, guys, once we retire, if you're working, you say, I'm going to retire, just remember, just because you retire doesn't mean that your bills retire with you. Whatever bills you have and you haven't solidified or got rid of those bills are going to carry on after you retire. And also, you're going to acquire new bills. Maybe a car, whatever the case, vacations, whatever the case may be, your bills don't stop. So you have to build, and the idea is to build wealth so that your money will pay for those things and that your wealth will carry on from generations to generations. But that even if you have nobody, if you have no, children, a spouse, or anything like that, and you said, okay, I'm living within myself, and I do have some nieces and nephews, whatever the case, and you're okay. But just remember, your income going to be limited and only, fixed income based on what you're going to get in retirement, but your bills are going to carry on unless you, and I talked about it before, unless you just want to shrink your activities. But that's not the topic of the day. But I just thought that I'll just add that at the beginning. But the thought of the day is be you, do you. Be you, do you. Be yourself, be who you are, grow within yourself. That's the be you. Do you is do what you can, do what you know that you can do. And if you can't do what you need to do, hire or get someone or people to do what you can't do. And so, the old slogan, military slogan, I think that was the Marines, be all that you could be. Well, when we be you under that part is though we grow, and I said grow, even though you grow within yourself, you listen to stuff, you're reading stuff, you're observing someone, still within that growth, be you. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be somebody that you're looking at, your mentor or whatever the case may be, that you're gathering this information and growing. You have to be you. Your personality have to be in it. Be who you are. Become all that you can be. Whatever you're supposed to be, grow to the level of that so that you can attain what you want, but it's not a false you. You're not trying to become somebody that you're not, because we are all individuals. We all have limits. We all have things that we can and cannot do. So be all that you can be. And if that's not enough, because we don't know it all and we can't do it all, so we gather up the people or resources that we need to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. But we want to be who we are and become the person that we want to become to achieve what we want to achieve. And remember, guys, we started off when we were little, trying to crawl, then we walked, then we're riding bicycles, now we're driving cars. You had to learn to become those things, enabling yourself to be able to do those things. So we're constantly growing. So when we get this information for a specific reason to build wealth, then we have to grow in that, but we don't have to become somebody else. And then as you grow, you're going to be able to do more. You're going to be able to do you. You're going to increase in personal value. Why? Because now you can do multiple things. The more that you can do, the more profitable you can be, even on your jobs or whatever the case may be. If you are the go-to person, they're gonna you are the go-to person because of what you know. And what you know, you can translate that into what you can do. And they're gonna pay you more for what you can do. And so what we want to do is do more in the areas of that accumulating wealth, even if that's okay, I gotta get this job going on. So if I can make all the money that I can make on this job, and then take some of that money and transfer it into wealth building systems, that's what you want to do. But you don't want to stay there, because again, when you retire, everything goes down unless you have built enough wealth that your money is making money, that your money is working for you. So that's what you want to do. So we want to be you, be all that you can be, do all that you can do, so that you can become the person that you need to become to build that particular wealth that you want to build. So even though we're growing, even though we're looking at a mentor, even though we're reading books, we're not that person. So don't expect to have the same results of that person, but expect the results for yourself because of who you are, and become all that you can be. This video is short, but be you. Don't try to be somebody else. Be you, because if you be you, you don't have to pretend. You don't have to act a certain way, because it's who you are. This is who I am. This is what you're going to get. This is who Rodney is. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do the things that I like. I'm going to do the things necessary to achieve the goals. I'm going to do me. I'm not going to go out there and try to get stuff because I see you getting it. You know, I don't have to, what they say, keep up with the Joneses. I don't have to look across the street and say, oh, they got a new car, so I'm gonna get a car. No, if I'm satisfied with what I have, I'm gonna do me. But if I think, oh, I want something else, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna go get it. The mindset also that you got to have is to say that I can't afford it. When you tell yourself you can't afford it, that means that you have given up, you can't get it. I never tell myself I can't afford anything. Once I determine that I want something, I do the necessary stuff to get it. I do the necessary stuff to obtain it if I really want it. Even if I'm going to a hotel and it's, oh man, that's an expensive hotel. Don't say, man, I can't afford that. No, I just say I'm not going to stay here. It's not that I can't afford it. I'm just not going to stay there. I'm going to stay someplace else, but it's going to be just as comfortable. I'm not going to start putting stuff in my mind, because I got to be me and I got to do me. I'm not going to tell myself anything that will offset where I'm trying to go. I'm not going to, oh man, I can't afford that. I can't afford that car. I can't afford that house. You already messed up. You have to say, yep, that's mine. I'm going to go get it. I got to do what is necessary. I got to become what is necessary, even if I got to go out and get some folk to help me, but I will achieve it. All this mindset of building wealth is not just building wealth to yourself. That's why I start off with those three things. The resources, the money, the wealth is not for yourself, but it's for others. If you think that way is only for you, and say, I don't need that money, then you're thinking selfishly. You're not thinking about your nephew, your little niece, your brother, your cousin, your parents, whomever you love that's in your circle, your friends. You're just thinking about yourself and say, yep, they can take care of themselves, I'll take care of mine. No, you want to build wealth, so if they call and say, uncle, whatever, brother, I need this, can you help me out? You want to be in a position to be able to help that person out and say, you know what, you got it. Don't even worry about paying me back. You're thinking outside of yourself. Your wealth is outside of yourself. Your wealth is to sustain someone other than yourself. So you got to be you and do you. And so as you think on those things, you will achieve those things that you want to achieve. Just be yourself in growing. Be yourself in doing, even though we may have mentors or people such as myself sharing with you from the things that I have experienced. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.